Thursday the 2nd of June 2022. We are at the beginning of the Platinum celebrations, and I'm walking up now at about 10 to 3 into the St Àndrews church here in Epworth, and they got a little display on that we have a look at and talk to a couple of the people who know a little bit about what is on display. So this is inside of St Àndrews Church. So Jim,
hello.
Come and talk to me.
I'll come and talk to you, Tom.
Yeah, we've talked before.
What about?
What do we got? What's happening here today then?
It's the Queen's coronation day.
Coronation Day.
70 years.
Yeah.
I was 7.
Well, you're 7.
Nearly 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rained all day, and today it's sunny.
It is a lovely sunny day.
Yeah.
So what have we got? 2 exhibitions here. What
Yeah,
are?
the junior school got their interpretation of it,
Yeah.
and this is from the Mechanics Institute. This one.
Okay. So
Coronation.
I had a quick
Silver
look.
Jubilee and Golden Jubilee.
I had a quick look over there,
Yeah.
and to think some of the children are only 4 and 5 years of age.
Well, sorry, yeah, bye. Yeah. Yeah, they do well, don't they?
Yeah, 4 and 5. It's hard to
Yeah.
believe, isn't it?
I was never very good at painting at school.
No.
I did one painting when I was about 10, and I really went to town. I went mad. It was an extravaganza, and it got up wall. It wasn't intentional. That's how bad or good I was. Yeah.
Let's have a look down there.
Okay.
I noticed down there some scrapbooks. What's all that about then?
These came
Tell me.
from Alice Mary Morris at Belton.
Right.
She used to let people borrow them, and she let me borrow some because I knew her.
Yeah. So what
And
sort?
when she died, her son, or Albert's dead now, her son, he brought him and says, "You take them and look after them." Like. So I did do it.
I've had a
All
little.
about the aisle. They're
I've had a
quite
little look
interesting.
through them. Now they go back
Yeah, they're from 50, 51 through present, well, not present day, but I put one or 2 things in. They're quite interesting.
Yeah, they're very colourful, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So what was the lady's name again?
Alice Mary Morris. She was Alice Mary Sears from
Was
Belton,
she?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so she donated these to the institute, has she then?
Her son did.
Her son did.
No, for me.
For
He
you?
gave them to me. We have a few of them.
Right.
Albert had a sister, and she brought what she had to the mechanics.
Right.
Not as many as this.
Yeah.
So I have these at home, and I bring them out when I feel like it.
Yeah.
That's
Ah.
why. So, it's quite good, yeah.
So have you had quite a few people in today?
Yeah, there's been a few.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's Peter
There might
over
be
there.
more on Sunday, I think, because they're having a picnic on King's Head Field, aren't they? And
Oh,
food
yeah,
stalls
that's
and
right.
all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay.
That's what
Let's
we have to do,
come with me over here. Just let's have. What do you know about this exhibition here then?
It's a lot, really.
No,
Except it's
not a
junior
lot.
School, yeah. They've all got the names on, haven't they?
Yes, I noticed they got their names on, but it's quite a colourful
Very
display.
good, aren't they?
Oh, I think they're excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that window there. What do we know about that window?
This is a Moore family window, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and this is a Moore family window.
and that one there.
Yeah, the Moores are spread out all around the country now. It's the same family that started off here, like, and they were very kind to this church.
What I was interested in earlier on, I mentioned, was this just on our right here? Is this what appears
These
to
are the
be
remains of the road screen steps, yeah,
so,
from Catholic times, yeah.
right?
They've come right down to the floor. There'll be a walkway across, as Cedric's wife was saying, and you weren't allowed so to be on that. There'd be a barrier.
Is that right?
Like Alston Ferry still has gates, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Sort
it's very
of
true.
remnants of the one out at Stowe's the best one because that's still intact.
What year would that have been when that was in existence?
Well,
Would you
before Henry VIII had the Reformation, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that was all vanished because they found the statues in the King's Head Field. Somebody was digging for a pig, bury a pig, and
Yeah.
found these statues, didn't they? And they vanished as well.
Let's just go up and say hello to Patsy because she does a good lot of work here, doesn't she? And always supports you wherever you go. So listen, okay. So we're making a little film here, girls. Hello. All right. So we got Patsy there, I know well, and Anne and Pam. Okay. Now all these cakes and things you all made, I suppose. Did you? What did you make? What did you make particularly? What did you make?
To make lies.
Well, I must say, the baked tart I had earlier on, and I thought
It looks delicious.
it is delicious. I tasted.
I was going to say, I think it'll be the
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
like the coffee cake, particularly on
Yes, it's very nice.
It is. I've got to make
Okay.
another one now. Right, I am now going to look
Okay then.
what's been done.
Yeah, the visitors are all going to town, haven't
Yeah, they are, but you know.
Have you done, Tony?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you very much, Jim, for that. Appreciate that. So this church, of course, was refurbished to a very high standard. Underfloor heating we got, and lighting, and the belfry was altered, and now we got a little sort of an exhibition type shop in here underneath the gallery where they ring the bells, and quite a pleasant little room, well constructed, as you can see, with timber, and of course the Epworth's most famous family, the Wesleys, John and Charles Wesley, and their father Samuel is buried outside, and then we got, as the bells ring, funnily enough, you can see this bell that was paid for by Arthur Moore, obviously. This is the old Epworth bells. It was recently, or now it's a convenience shop, but it's still there more or less as you can see it on the picture, right on the junction of High Street and Church Street. And if you want to switch on the audio visual, you can choose what subject you like. And the old doors, original doors there. So there we are. I've had quite a few visitors in today, and lots of people learned lots of things. Just have a look at some of the artwork down here that the children have produced. This is Epworth Primary Academy, as it says there. There's all these. This is all to do with today's celebrations. These are all done by little small children there. They've made a really good. It's amazing how the children develop into pine glass. It's amazing how children see the Queen. Every picture is different. It's their interpretation of the Queen. Some they are very good. Yes.
Brilliant.
So you've popped in to have a look, have you then?
Yeah, that's what we've done, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Appreciate what they can do.
Yeah, look at this paper mache,
I
that's
know,
good,
it's
isn't
brilliant. I love the laughing corgi. You've seen him?
it? I haven't seen them, but we'll have a look.
Sorry.
Where is that? Where you say then?
He's here.
Uh-huh.
He's beautiful.
There's one or two
There's
corgis
some
around.
very clever ones.
There's
Very
the
clever
corgis.
ones.
Yeah.
Really good.
I don't know if you know this, but I know it. I've played golf at Windsor Castle, and down the second fairway, I was playing there one day with the chief fire officer, and my ball went off to the left. And when I went to find my ball, what did I see? But all the little gravestones, the corgis,
Oh, really?
are all buried on on that fairway,
doesn't surprise me.
along with Doublet, the horse that Princess Anne rode in the Olympics. So they're there forever.
Gracious
Oh,
me.
that's
Yeah,
lovely,
it's
isn't
something
it?
not a lot of people
Oh,
know.
no, absolutely not.
Funny how we learn something every day,
Yeah, we
don't
do.
we?
Yeah.
You do.
I have learnt how good these
I
children
learned something this morning, actually, watching the celebrations down in London.
Yeah.
They've created this steel tree.
Mm.
Have you seen that or heard about it? It stands about 20 or 30 foot high, and it's made of steel work, and on each limb of the steel work is a flower pot, if you like, with a tree in it.
Amazing.
And there's supposed to be 70 trees in these flower pots that, on this giant thing they've created. And apparently, when the celebrations are over, one of these pots is going to be sent to different parts, to each part of the country. So, when we finish up with one of Epworth and other things, isn't it?
Okay, well, nice having a chat to you today.
Yeah.
Anyway, nice to see you as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye then.
Cheers, David.
So there we are, a little look round at the church. Well, I'll just catch up with David Frost, Peter Frost, who is responsible for the exhibition over there. Now, Peter, put some good work in there, haven't you?
Yeah, it's most of it's originally come from the Epworth Bells, and we had to sort of decide what we would put in and what we wouldn't. So some photographs didn't make it, and others did. But what we've tried to do is we started with the actual coronation and how it was celebrated in the Isle of Axholme,
Yeah.
and then we moved on to the jubilees. So we've done the silver, we've done the golden, and we've done the final platinum. And the interesting thing is, the Queen never actually came to the Isle of Axholme.
Never.
She's been through it, we think, on the A18 to get to Scunthorpe. But for the gold number, she did come to Scunthorpe, and that's very interesting. She spent quite a bit of time at Scunthorpe
Oh, so
and opened various places. But it's interesting, all the different things. Each village really went to town to celebrate the various jubilees. They had competitions, they had fancy dress parades, the children played games, some of the games I've never heard of. But it all reflects how much people respected the Queen,
yeah.
and it still occurs. And when you look at the children's decorations that they've done on the other side,
Yeah.
it's very impressive.
It is impressive, and of course, as I was just saying, their interpretation of what the Queen looks like is quite amazing for children 4 or 5 years of age. Quite impressive.
It is.
Well, it's been a quick little film, but thank you very much for just your contribution, and very interesting it was too, and thank you very much for that, Peter. Okay then. So that concludes our little look round today, and we finish off looking down through the church, and hope you enjoyed our little video.